Hello everyone, Greg here from Seasonal Entertainment again, ready to introduce another new product that we now feature on our store. This is a product that a lot of customers had been asking for, so we thought it was about time we feature it. And what it is a 3-channel, a 3-knob RGB dimmer or controller. Alright, it does not require any DMX data, it does not require any sort of connection to a computer. It is a manual dimmer that the user adjusts the color through 3 different knobs of the RGB strings that are attached. Now this is for our dumb or unintelligent RGB nodes. It is not used for any sort of intelligent pixels. It is only used for dumb nodes. So if we open up the package, inside you'll see this is the actual controller or dimmer. Alright, and what it features are 3 knobs. Alright, there is a red, a green, and a blue knob. You can see they go from darker to brightest on each knob. On each end there are some connection points, and each connection point has this plastic cover that's removable. Okay, on the one end there is an LED, a power LED to indicate when the device is powered. There is also your screw terminal for your power connections. This device operates on 12 or 24 volts. On the other side is the output side, again a removable cover, and there is a common connection, a red, green, and blue screw terminal on here as well. Now these are used to operate common anode RGB devices, meaning that it switches or controls the negative side. So there's a common positive connection on this. That's important to know for your RGB nodes. Now these can be used with any of our RGB lighting nodes. It could also be used with our rainbow floodlight, our wall runner, our spotlight. Anything that is an unintelligent, a quote-unquote dumb node system or dumb RGB light, this can be used to control it, as long as it's within a 12 to 24 volt operating voltage. Okay. Now each device can handle 3 amps max per channel, altogether 9 amps obviously per controller. And the nice thing about this is there's a lot of uses for it. Right? You can a lot of people can use them for things like permanent installations. You can use them to test your lights that you may set up before you actually hook up your computer. We've sold them to people who are installing RGB lights in restaurants or bars. Nightclubs are pretty popular. And the nice thing about it is it's a small device that you can mount just about anywhere. There's mounting tabs on each side. Okay, and what you can do is mount this, say underneath a countertop or some sort of solid surface, and then you can adjust the lights on a daily basis if you're in a commercial setting, which is a nice feature, and not have to worry about having a computer attached to your lights to get that done. Connection to this is made extremely simple. You can remove the plastic covers. Just so you know, when you do put the plastic covers on, there's a little screw hole in here, so you can also attach these permanently. So once it's actually installed wherever you're going to be installing it, you're good and set for a permanent installation. Not have to worry about these coming loose. Okay, what I have here is a connection to a 12-volt transformer. We'll do that first. The ports are clearly marked positive and negative. Go ahead and install the positive connection, the ground connection on here as well. Okay, now the covers that go on here, they actually have, I don't know how well you can see that on camera, but they have little slits that actually go around the wires so that the wires are in there pretty securely. All right, for demonstration purposes here, we're just going to remove these. Now, all the RGB nodes you're going to get from Seasonal Entertainment use a JST connection system. All right, we have here our 1 meter RGB rigid strip. We have a 100 count strand of RGB nodes. We have a 50 count strand of RGB C9 nodes here. So any of these things and any of our other RGB nodes all use this same system. All right, it uses a color-coded system. The male JST connector is what will get connected to your controller, and they're especially if you get these directly from us, there's 4 colors on it. There's a red, a yellow, a green, and a blue. All right, the yellow for our connection system is always the positive connection. In our particular case, a 12-volt positive connection, and then the red, green, and blue wires control the individual colors for the strand. Okay, so I'm just going to get these connected into the dimmer here. Okay, just again, it's as simple as putting the wire into the dimmer and screwing down the screw terminal. I do this for the red, green, and blue connections as well. Red. Now the nice thing about this system is once you get these wires attached in here, if you're going to be using this over and over, say perhaps to test lights that are already in there, the JST connector easily removes from the lights you attach, so you can just leave this connection in here and just go from light to light, testing your lights over and over and over again. Okay, those 4 connections are made in there secure. Again, the output side cover also has 4 slits in it so that the wires go through, so you can push this down on there and not have to worry about those wires coming loose. Again, there's a little screw hole in there, so if you wanted to make it a more permanent installation. Now, just going to plug in my 12-volt transformer. You'll see once I do, the red light comes on the dimmer. And in this particular case, when the white lines on the knob are facing down, they are completely off. Okay, and just for demonstration purposes here, we'll quickly plug in our C9 strands. Let's get this closer. And now all you need to do to control this is you simply twist the knob, okay? And it's going to control the brightness of the light. Right, there's 256 steps of light going all the way up for each individual color. So as you can imagine, that could create 16.7 million different colors. All right, you can adjust these however you want. You can make them, you know, purple. You can make them all blue. You can turn everything off. You can make them green. Control the brightness of each individual color. Right, you can mess around and create infinite amounts of color just by twisting the knobs. All right, it's truly that simple. A great thing that these are used for is in commercial installations is if there is a particular party or something that you may be having, and say the theme, a wedding for example, they have a blue theme, so that particular night the lights could be blue. The following night it's a Valentine's Day party, you can make everything red. All right, you can adjust everything on here, and the nice system thing about these is you can just disconnect them and connect in to another device. All right, another lighting strip. All right, and control that lighting strip as well. All right, it doesn't really matter. You don't obviously have to use the JST connector. All right, these are just screw terminals, so you can just connect in whatever lights you want directly to the system. It really is up to the user. All right, but just about anything RGB wise works with these lights, with this dimmer, and it's a really nice system for testing or any sort of permanent installation that you may or may not be looking for. So this is our 3-channel, our 3-knob RGB dimmer, available only from Seasonal Entertainment.